Good morning, my superheroes. Good to have you back in class today. My name is Mrs. Adekoya. Today's topic is Introduction to Meal Planning. The objectives, that is, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to explain what is a meal, how to plan our meal, state the steps to consider in meal planning, explain what is brunch, explain the three-course meal, and also how to plan your meal in order to eat balanced diet. A meal is the food we eat at different time of the day, like breakfast, lunch, dinner or supper. This must be planned so that a balanced diet will be regularly consumed. A well-planning meal must have the energy-giving foods, body-building foods, and protective foods needed by the body. That is, whenever you are planning your meal, it must comprise the three food groups, which are energy-giving foods, bodybuilding foods, and protective foods, which are needed by the body. Brunch is a meal eaten late in the morning as a combination of breakfast and lunch. What are the steps to consider in meal planning? The first one is personal likes and dislikes. Whenever you are planning your meal, you have to consider this, the kind of food you like, your personal food that you like, and the food that you dislike. Money, that is our family income. Our money also determine our meal planning. Number of people in the family, occupation, the cooking method chosen, nutritional needs of the family members, health condition of the family members, age of the people, foods available in the locality, quality of food. That is, all these are the steps or factors that we need to consider in meal planning. Because number of people in the family, if you want to plan your meal, it has to be based on the number of people in the family, the occupation, nutritional needs, especially the children, they need more of proteinous food. Then health condition of the family members, we need to take note of that. Major meal of the day, that is breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day, mostly taken in the morning, and it should be light, but a good quality should be consumed, especially in the case of children. When you're talking about breakfast, when we're planning our meal, it must comprise, that is, it must contain the three-course meal, the first course, second course, and third course. The first one, example, here is orange juice, as you can see on the screen. That is, whenever we want to take breakfast, it must consist the three-course meal. Lunch, it must consist three-course meal. Dinner, it must consist three-course meal. Now, this is the second course. Second course, it is also known as main dish or main meal of breakfast, as you can see on the screen. Fried egg with fresh bread or toast bread. Fish stew with boiled yam. This is poached egg with toast bread. This is breakfast, which is the second course or main dish or main meal. And the third course, which is also known as dessert or sweet dish. This could be cake or ice cream, as you can see the picture on the screen. Then the second one, the major meal of the day, is lunch. Lunch is always eaten in the afternoon, and it must also comprise the three-course meal, which is apple drink. The second course, fish melon vegetable soup with semovita, could be ice cream or fruit salad. It depends, but the major thing is that your meal of the day, it must consist three-course meal. Remember, the first course, it is also known as appetizer. The second one, it is also known as main meal or main dish. The third one is also known as dessert or sweet dish. As you can see on the screen, we can take this type of food for lunch. As you can see, this is meat vegetables soup with semovita, which is good for lunch because we must not take heavy food in the night. This is good for afternoon food, and as you can see this on the screen too, it is good for lunch. Fried food is not advisable to eat in the night because fried food does not digest easily. So we can still take fried plantain in the afternoon. As you can see on the screen, this is fried fish stew with boiled rice and fried plantain. And the third one is supper or dinner. Supper or dinner is eaten in the evenings and it should be light. As I said earlier on, that it must comprise the first course, second course, and third course, as you can see it on the screen. For us to get a balanced meal, when we are planning our meal, it must comprise the 3-course meal. So we can take this as dinner. As you can see on the screen, you can see the balanced meal: fat and sugar, pulses and dairy, foods, fruits and vegetables, cereals and millet. Whenever we are planning our meal, we must consider this picture that you're seeing on the screen. And as you can see, the next one, the food pyramid. As you can see, you can see the food we need to eat less. All this junk food, chocolate, we need to eat less of them. Sweet, fatty foods. Then we need to eat moderately. We need to eat moderately of meat, poultry, that is chicken, fish. Then the next one, we need to eat more, which are fruits and vegetables. Remember, when we are planning our meal, we must consider all this. Then the last one there is grains and cereals. We need to eat most. Then at least in a day, we must drink 6 to 8 glasses of water on daily basis, which is very important. So whenever we are planning our meal, we need to consider this food pyramid too. Then the next one that you can see on the screen, balanced diet, health and nutrition. You must consider this one too. You can see fat and oil at the upper part. You can see meat, fish, egg and nuts, milk, yogurt and cheese, vegetables, fruits, bread, cereal, rice, potatoes and pasta. We must consider all this whenever we are planning our meal in order to eat balanced diet. And also this, we must consider this too in order to obtain the healthy diet. As you can see the picture on the screen. Then the next one, I want us to take note of this, how to set formal table setting. As you can see it on the screen, we have our table at the center, our table mat, then the plate at the middle, as you can see it. Then at the right hand side, you can see cup, the glass cup, it has to be there, table knife, spoon. Then the left hand side here, we can see our fork, our napkin. So we must learn this formal table test, and this formal table setting for setting our whenever we are setting table, we must learn how to set our cutlery. My superheroes, make sure you attend to your quiz on the Edmodo platform. Please stay healthy, stay safe. Bye.